Boomer Sooner, everybody. My name's Harry James. The Oklahoma Sooners added another conference championship title belt to their long resume as the Sooners jump all over TCU early again, this time 41-17. We'll review the Big 12 Championship game between OU and TCU coming up next. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. Before we review the Big 12 Championship, I would just like to take my hat off to TCU and the second place team in the conference, TCU, and wish them luck against a very good Stanford team that played in their Pac-12 conference championship game. Best of luck to you, TCU, with that and that. But the reason why TCU is not in the main bowls, the New Year's bowls, is because that's Oklahoma. After a 41-17 drumming of the Horned Frogs, as the Sooners jump all over the Frogs early again this time, just like in Norman a few weeks ago. We'll start with the statistical backgrounds, and passing games were pretty much the same. Pretty even as far as yards are concerned, with number 7 Kenny Hill for TCU passing for 234 yards, did throw 2 touchdowns and a pick. His longest pass of the night was 32 yards. Like I said, the yards passing were pretty even. Baker threw for 243 yards. The difference was the touchdowns. Baker threw 4 touchdowns and didn't throw an interception. His longest completion for Baker Mayfield, that is, 55 yards. The running game for both teams stiffened up a little bit. For TCU, it was about number 7, Kenny Hill, getting some selfies and doing it himself. 13 carries, 58 yards, 0 touchdowns. His longest run of the night was 18 yards. While the other feature back in the rushing game was number 21, Kyle Hicks, 8 carries, 43 yards. He also did not have a touchdown. His longest run was 17 yards. For Oklahoma, of course, you got to give the ball to the hot rod, don't you? Maybe not pretty, but still had 24 carries for 101 yards. Didn't score on the ground this morning. His longest run of the night was 54 yards. The other leading rusher for Oklahoma, QB6, Baker Mayfield, 6 carries, 70 yards. He didn't have a touchdown, but his longest rush of the night, 54 yards. The receiving background went like this for TCU and Oklahoma. For TCU, it was all about that guy. Cavante Turpin, number 25, Cavante Turpin, 6 catches, 39 yards, 0 touchdowns. His longest reception of the night was 14 yards. But John Deere, he also played well. 5 catches, 66 yards. He did have one of the touchdowns. His longest reception of the night, 15 yards. While Oklahoma receiving, it was all about the big guy. Big bad Mark Andrews, 81. Possibly his final conference game. Didn't look too bad. 7 catches, 58 yards, 2 touchdowns. His longest reception of the night was 17 yards. While Hollywood, that's where the Sooners are going, in LA for the Rose Bowl against Georgia. Well, Hollywood helped them get there. Number 3, Marquise Hollywood Brown, 3 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown. His longest reception was the big 52-yarder in the second half. Defensively, TCU always plays solid defensively, as they did here. TCU, number 32, Trayvon Howard, 15 tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, and 0 picks. And Ty Summers, 11 tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, and 0 picks. On the night, Oklahoma balanced again defensively. Big Will Johnson helped out, as did number 14, Emmanuel Beal helped out defensively for Oklahoma. Big Will, first of all, 12 Will Johnson, 8 tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, and an INT, an interception. Beal, he also had 8 tackles for number 14, Emmanuel Beal, but he did not have a forced fumble recovery, or interception. Special teams were also huge on both sides. Nick Bruntz for TCU, number 37, 1 for 1, was back out from 26 yards, up and good. Austin Seibert, our kicker from Chicago, Illinois, on the Big 12 Championship turf, 2 for 3, 66%. Missed one from 43 yards out. Did make a couple of 40-yarders. Made one from right at 40, and the other one from 41. For a long of 41, sorry. Punting the ball, Adam Nunez, 4 attempts on punts, 36.2 in average. 42 was his longest punt. 2 of them landed inside the 20-yard line, and 1 hit the touchback in the end zone. Oklahoma, 2 punts, 43.5 in average, 51 along. 1 bounced inside the 20, and Austin didn't have a touchback. Special teams were as we talked about special teams being huge. Well, here we go right off the bat, starting as we start the highlights with 10:30 left in the first quarter. Austin Seibert 43. Austin Seibert hits a 41-yarder up and through the goalposts in the new Cowboy Stadium. 3-0 Sooners in Cowboy Stadium, AT&T Stadium. Sooners were not done in Cowboy Stadium. In fact, in the first quarter, they did special teams, offense, and defense. Here's the defense with 10:21 left. Number 19, Caleb Kelly, recovers a fumble and returns it for a touchdown. And with 10:21 left, it is 10-0 Oklahoma. And just like in Norman, Oklahoma jumps on them big, huge, early. And it's this, and there is one final touchdown to talk about. Because it was 2:29 left. Number 6, Baker Mayfield finds the big guy, number 81, Mark Andrews, for a 5-yard touchdown, Oklahoma. It is 17-0 Oklahoma. But then here come the Frogs of TCU. We stoned them last time around. They weren't going to get stoned again, at least if they had anything to say about it, because here comes the hill. Kenny Hill, 29-yard touchdown pass to number 18, Jalon Rager, with 14:07 left, 17-7 Sooners. And here come the Frogs trying to rally back in the ball game. And then they really get back in the ball game because they then score again on another 29-yard pass from Kenny Hill to this time, number 9, John Deers, with 7:44 left. It is 17-14 Sooners. Mark Andrews and Baker Mayfield then hook up for a little insurance. Baker Mayfield, 5-yard touchdown pass to number 81, Mark Andrews, 24-14 Oklahoma with 3:34 left. But then here comes Bruce Cole. His 26-yard field goal is up and good with 4 seconds left. And it is 24-17 at the halftime break. Second half, 14-26. Baker Mayfield, 55-yard touchdown pass to the Trey, Michael Jones. 14-26 left, 31-17 OU. And you know what? It might not be his Hollywood in Florida, but they are playing Hollywood. And guess who put his name in the stamp to put him in Hollywood? It was Hollywood Brown, Marquise Brown. Number 6, Baker Mayfield found him for a 52-yard bomb. Touchdown Oklahoma over the top 10, 41 left. 38-17 Oklahoma. And then with 2:14 left, the Sooners add an extra field goal on for fun. 41 from 40 out for number 43, Austin Seibert. 41-17 Oklahoma at the end of the third quarter. And it'll stay that way at the end of the fourth quarter. 41-17 the final. Riley's right call of the game was probably the pass to Michael Jones to help the Sooners pull away a little bit. I'm going to give it to him on that one. But the Stoopsy stop of the night was huge also. The first official play from scrimmage for TCU. Kenneth Murray comes out from behind and forces the fumble of number 21, Kyle Hicks. The football's recovered by number 19, Caleb Kelly, and it's a touchdown. And now Caleb officially is going to get to go play home in front of his home friends in Southern Cal, as they will play in the prestigious Rose Bowl against the Georgia Bulldogs. Should be a good one in a CPF final 2-4. 2-3. I'm sorry. The 1-4 matchup. The other matchup on the other side of the bracket in the college football playoff scenario, Clemson and Alabama. All right, guys, we'll preview our side of the CPF, Georgia and Oklahoma, in a few weeks. We will also do a college football bowl special with all the picks soon. I'll get to all that. I'll get started on all that as soon as I can. But as far as this video is concerned, it's been fun. It's been a great year. Congratulations again to TCU, and good luck against the Cardinals of Stanford. And to our boys, good luck against UGA and Georgia as they try to pass Georgia and move on to hot Atlanta, Georgia for the big national championship. All right, guys, one final time. Oklahoma, Big 12 champs, to get them to play Georgia in the CPF. And it came pretty easily for the Sooners. 41-17 Oklahoma from Arlington. All right, guys, my name's Harry James. Thanks for watching. You can catch this and all my videos on YouTube, Boomerson1982. Also on Facebook, Harry James Taylor. Or they're on my Twitter page, @HypeManHarry. All right, guys, until we're back for college football, the picks, and then we'll do a preview of Georgia and the Sugar Bowl. Until then, guys, enjoy everything. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care. I'm out of here.